It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tell them, Canada Dry.
It's time to wash your hair. Oh, no, wait. It's time for DAD. It's Dynamite After Dark with the Laughatron 5000.
Oh, yeah, we got him in the house. Hit the opener. Whoops, wrong one.
Oh, no.
Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my occupation. Tell me what's my race. Tell me is it with inflation. Tell me what's my age. Tell me what's my race. Tell me all my sexual distaste. Tell me what you need. Tell me how you feel. And tell me all your information.
Anything goes. It's Dynamite After Dark.
Boom, baby. Holy cow. We are live. I am, of course, your home skillet, your home boy, the whole meat and potatoes. I am the JFB, James from Boston.
And I'm, of course, the patron saint of all of professional wrestling, that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada Dry, damn it.
Woo! And of course, we are the trios champions, if you will, of wrestling podcasts in all the history of wrestling podcasts. Say hi, Mr. Number 3.
Hi.
I don't even know if I should be going by number 3. I am literally the most decorated combat sports athlete in all of fantasy wrestling.
Yeah.
Like in all of fantasy sports. In all of fantasy combat sports. It's like literally is something in the back of your throat? Is something in your throat, Canada? Is it my penis? Oh my God. Oh, you went for it. You saw how he came close to it, you know? That's my guy right there. I love him. We're gonna have like intercontinental.
We're gonna have some fun. I can join you. You can join me, and we'll still hug at the end of the match.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, we will.
That's like my intercontinental love connection right there. Yes. It is great to be here with you guys 2 weeks in a row after a short hiatus, and yet
right?
we are coming back. We are living. What's up?
After tonight, we won't have to deal with that pesky AEW All Access. It's the season finale tonight.
It's fantastic though. With all
it's great, but it's hurting us.
Yeah, but with all the news that's coming out, like it's next week is going to be so exciting with the Warner Discovery upfront. Them switching over to the Max station. The new TV deal has been extended, so now we're definitely getting AEW for another 4 years. AEW is going to get more money, which is definitely going to be a big thing.
Money about that cash.
Like this is exciting times. Like if you missed tonight, or you don't see the writing on the wall right now, like everything is looking really well for this company.
Yeah.
Byron,
sir,
or Trey J, sorry. Don't you know that AEW is going out of business?
I heard.
Did you know that anybody can sell a Wembley Stadium?
That was the funniest one to me. When they were like, yeah, they're like, they only sold 30,000 tickets. Well, no, that's not true. It's like, oh, well, 65,000. Well, anybody can sell out Wembley Stadium. I'm like, really?
I sold out Wembley Stadium when I won the ping pong championship of the world back in 1988.
Oh, me and British Bulldog sold out Wembley Stadium like ages ago. Like
you were the warm up for Bret Hart, weren't you? Like a couple years before.
It was weird. There was like this whole thing where like I had to fight Bulldog in the first part of the match, and then like Bret Hart would come in like.
Oh, you were Bret Hart's stunt double.
Yeah, it's kind of like everybody thought it was Lex Luger, but it was really just me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
Anyways, you don't have to introduce this guy.
Hey, Justin, how you doing? Hey, Laughatron 5000 is in the house. Hey, Justin.
Justin, how the hell are you doing? This is a first. Justin was on Wrestling of the Paranormal on Friday. and then he's on Wednesday. He's trying to take over.
Essentially, yeah. It's we got the Boston connection right here. This is the Beantown connection.
I know. I feel bad. I didn't wear my Celtics hat. Like now I gotta go. I gotta go change.
I'm not going to wear my Celtics hat until that damn team actually starts playing like the Celtics. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, I digress.
What's with the Boston teams? Oh,
I don't know. We get to the postseason and it's just like they just fumble everything.
Yeah.
Joseph Graham's in the house. He says, "You guys have a lot to cover. Good luck with it all." Of course,
yeah, we better get right into it because even that first half hour's got a lot in it.
Yeah, no kidding. Newman Cubby says, "Hello, everyone. Everybody ready for the announcement next week?" Oh yeah, we're ready for the announcement next week. Rich Southwood's in the house. Hello, everyone.
Rich is in the house.
Yeah, and then Joseph Graham saying Northern Mafia taking over. Okay, so we start. There wasn't even an announcement of who is in the ring. They were already in the ring, ready to beat the living hell out of each other. That's right, Claudio versus Ray Phoenix. Here are a few of my notes. Claudio needs to be, somebody needs to put Claudio, that boorish wrestler, in a corner or in his place. Like, I just can't get behind him. I just can't. Like, the whole thing with WWE worked, and then it got old, and then he brought it to AEW, and it was old right from the start. Massive backbreaker by Ray Phoenix. Awesome Hurricanrana by Phoenix. Love Phoenix's offense and going after Claudio early. That man did not give up. Really good chemistry between the two. It was actually a great freaking match. Canada Dry, you go first.
I loved the chemistry between Claudio and Ray Phoenix. I think Ray Phoenix is so underrated. Yeah. This guy can put over anyone.
Yeah.
And I just think that, this was a good match, and it showed off Ray Phoenix's selling abilities. And, I ordinarily don't like Claudio, but he looked good here. And I think it's all due to Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, absolutely. Trey J, the final boss.
Gotta tell you, man, this match was a lot. Like, there was a lot going on here.
Yeah.
And it was just straight up one-on-one. Like, you got guys from factions that none of that was in display here. We just simply had two guys going at it, showing off. And those kinds of matches, when you get them, especially to open up a show like this, because this show, we didn't know it at the time, but this show really was going to have a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
These guys going at it to start was just a stroke of genius. It was brilliant. This match was a clinic. I mean, everything worked. These guys they have the timing. And honestly, I hope that we do get to see Claudio and Ray Phoenix for the title one at some point in time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd love to see Ray Phoenix carry the gold for the
ROH. At one point in time, they used to say Chris Benoit couldn't cut a promo, but he had like a physical charisma.
Yes.
Claudio has that, and it just takes the right opponent for him to bring it out.
You know what Benoit used to do all the time in the ring?
What was that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the farmer's snot missile. Absolutely. Yeah. Hey Justin, how you doing? What are your thoughts on the match?
Oh, how you doing?
I screwed up. I Ray Phoenix, so yeah, I totally lost against you.
What's that, Optimus Prime?
Oh my god! He straight shockwave, just soundwave.
Yeah, shockwave, soundwave. One of those guys.
One of those guys.
Yeah. I don't know. If I sound staticky, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna ride with it. Yeah, I picked Ray Phoenix against JFB, and I kind of messed up. So I liked the match, but I don't know. I definitely see Ray Phoenix losing that real soon.
Okay. So, just to let you know ahead of time, AEW this week, AEW Dynamite was a segment show that had some wrestling. There were a lot of segments, but they were all 100% worth it.
But all the matches were bangers too.
Oh, all of them. I mean, start to finish. We'll get into that.
Put on a wrestling show. Everything was good.
It was amazing. We get to see Miro. We had a Miro sighting. He kind of walked in and knocked on. Well, he didn't really knock on Tony Khan's door. He kind of opened it up, walked in, and slammed the door shut. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we start getting video packages. Video package numero uno is going to be MJF talking about the pillars, talks about the A+ matches he's had, the dog collar match being the single greatest dog collar match of all time. Can't disagree. Iron Man match, greatest Iron Man match of all time. Yeah, there's some argument there. I mean, I could think of two guys in the 90s that put on one hell of a banger.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, he just talks about, he lays it out, but he pays compliments to the pillar guys. And that's hugely important because it gives you a reason to think, hey, these guys legitimately have a shot.
You know what I loved about it?
What?
I love the Beatles reference.
Yes.
And you're all the guys that are dead and they're no longer relevant. And I'm freaking Paul McCartney. Still putting out albums.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, that was really good stuff. Trey J, what are your thoughts on that promo?
Well, when it comes to just doing a promo, MJF is a masterclass, and I honestly hope that, that's not his main legacy, because he really is. He understands the business. He understands how to work a crowd. He understands the old school mixing with the new school. Like, this guy knows the right things to say to the right crowds.
Yeah.
And it really became evident as you watch this show how much worse the other three pillars were at that.
Yeah.
Because, you look at Darby's promo, you look at Sammy's promos, it was kind of like, okay, cool, all right.
Yeah.
You get to Jack Perry's promo, and it's just like, dude, what are you talking about? Thank you for telling us you had such a privileged life and that your daddy could afford to get hire wrestlers to come train you at 9.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with this being your time?
No one cares.
So that all being said, let's skip over those for the rest of the show. Let's skip those other promos.
Yeah. Let's hit all 4 promos.
Yeah. That's what I want to. That's what I want to get at, though. It's like MJF figured out a way to properly pick up or put over and cut those guys down at the same time. That is difficult. I mean, JFB is probably one of the best promo guys that I've ever seen in the game, and he struggles with that part more than anything else. And it's not that his promos are bad, but it's just when it comes down, JFB is very I'm the best, I'm the top guy, I'm the main. But when it comes to really just building a person up, that is a skill that not many people in wrestling have.
Yeah, absolutely. Canada Dry, what are your thoughts?
Let's let Justin go.
All right, Justin, your turn.
Not anything yet.
What did you think of the 4 pillar promos between the 4 guys?
I absolutely loved it, and don't get me wrong, I think Dublin's going to be a stellar pay-per-view, but this is probably one of the matches that everybody's been looking forward to ever since the 4 pillars came into AEW, the four guys ran together for the AEW World Championship. I think this is the match that everybody's been waiting for, and I really hope that it pays off at Double or Nothing.
I have one thing to say to that. That is the sound of you transforming into another vehicle. Let's get on to the next segment.
All right, so we have the next.
I might have to come back. I might get out and come back, and that's the only way I won't sound like a robot. So I'll be back in 1 second.
All right.
Okay.
Go transform.
Transform into a better cellular signal. Anyways, let's go to our promo for tonight's main event. Really good. Really captured the violence that obviously was going to partake in this match. Then we get FTR coming out, the top guys, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then JJ, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, and Lethal come out with Sanjay Dutt and Singh. And man, that guy's freaking huge. Absolutely ginormous. I would like to have him just so I could have him reach high up shelves.
Can you imagine when this guy actually wrestles? He's going to be dominant because he's taking his time.
Yeah. He's an Indian Omos. Is what we have. We have an Indian Omos. Jay Briscoe comes down. to the ring with solo cups and probably what is
Mark
legitimately.
Briscoe, you said Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mark Briscoe comes down to. Sorry. Anyways, so Mark Briscoe comes down, and he has what apparently is going to be just white lightning. For those who don't know what white lightning is, let me explain it to you. It's moonshine. And it's not moonshine you can buy in the stores. It's moonshine that they make through a radiator in a still. And this stuff is like jet fuel. Okay. I know because my brother-in-law is a big fan of moonshine. And that stuff tastes like Sterno, liquid Sterno. Dutch sprays into the eyes of Dax. He accidentally clocks Jay, and we start seeing a dissension, if you will, between Briscoes and FTR. Canada, you go first on this.
I'm gonna keep it really simple. This felt like old school wrestling.
Yes.
Like old school wrestling. The spraying in the eyes of Dax. Now Dax can't see. Mark Briscoe gets pushed into him. He gives him a pile driver. Oh no! I absolutely love the art of all this. It just felt like old school wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. Trey J, your thoughts?
You don't really have much of a choice but to appreciate how well AEW does the old school. For it to be such a new company, you know, a lot of times the experience, and I really hate to beat an old horse, but it's amazing how much better the shows have gotten since Hangman hasn't been there.
You are correct.
And the reason why I bring this up is because you remember how Hangman made that statement about how he didn't need to listen to the veterans. They don't know anything. And so when you really kind of take that negativity away, that guy who's trying to
notes here from
right, you start realizing that these guys know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. It's like, yes, they may not run a match the same way as you do, but they know how to work a crowd. And that's something that, you know, show business has been show business for 3,000 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the idea of how to work a crowd, how to get the pathos, how to get the animus, how to get all that into one thing, it's never going to change. So, yes, listening to people who have done it before is incredibly beneficial. And AEW as a program has benefited from it greatly. Two times in a row, Jeff Jarrett has been one of the best highlights of the show.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin Thunder Liger, what are your thoughts on Justin Thunder Liger? What are your thoughts on the FTR and the schmaz?
First of all, do I sound better to everybody right now, or
you sound like $50?
Yep.
Awesome. That's the only way I'm gonna not sound like a robot is if I go out and come back in. So, I agree with everything that Trey J, Canada Dry, and I heard a little bit of what you said when I came back in, JP. So whatever you said at the beginning, I definitely agree with you. I will agree that Jeff Jarrett is a gold mine on the microphone on AEW television. However, I don't think he deserves any gold right now.
Okay.
Well, that's not the main point, though. He is contributing so well right now.
I wouldn't mind.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I agree with. That's what I agree with, though.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't mind if he captured some Ring of Honor gold. Nothing. That wouldn't.
No, Ring of Honor gold. I'm definitely cool with. I'm definitely cool with the Ring of Honor gold.
Okay.
Ring of Honor is silver.
Ring of Honor silver, yeah.
Yeah.
So we get Renee backstage. Ooh la la. Renee is there with Jericho. Jericho seems very upset. Cole created an unsafe workplace. That to me is gold. Don't ask me how I know, but Yeah, unsafe work environment. I thought was brilliant. He's got a court order preventing Cole from being anywhere near him, including in the arena. Strong comes out. That's right, Roddy Strong comes out, challenges him to a street match, and then produces his own paperwork that says, "Hey, by the way, screw you and your JAS can't be in the arena either when we have our street match next week." Canada Dry, you go first.
Do you know who was really good in this segment? Was Renee Paquette.
Yeah.
She stood out very good. Like she was like
yeah.
that little thorn in Jericho's side.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like she's not just being there's just someone holding a microphone. She's really letting her personality shine. And I thought she was the undersung star of that segment.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Final Boss, your thoughts?
You know what? Roddy looks re-energized.
Oh, yeah.
Like towards the end of Dynamite, I think Roddy just looked defeated.
Yeah.
And you really got to a point where I think, he's in a company that took a chance and hired his wife because she was not getting booked anywhere.
No.
They kind of retrained her, gave her new confidence. And I think as he was preparing, however long this was in the works, like Roddy got himself back to Roddy form.
Yeah.
And even his timing on the delivery of this segment was okay, this guy is back to his form. He's crisp. His timing is right. He knows. Because he wasn't really allowed to do much talking while the UE was still a thing in NXT. And so to see him now kind of being able to like lead this segment the way he does, I mean, it's giving fans that hadn't been there before a taste of the Roddy from old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is always peak Roddy.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, if you've never watched Ring of Honor, that's what you saw was Roddy as in Ring of Honor. That's Ring of Honor Roddy, and it always has been.
Definitely.
It always will be. So, Justin, your thoughts on the Renee Paquette interview in the back?
I like how Jericho said, like, well, this is an unsafe work environment that could put us in. I thought about that. I was like, unsafe work environment? You want to talk about unsafe work environment? How about going to every single market basket in Massachusetts or New England and not having to, and all the systems being down, and you can't even do your credit cards, your debit cards, your EBT cards. That's why I wrote this morning. Like, yeah, that's the unsafe work environment. But I mean, it was a whole entire mess at market basket, and then when I heard your coach talk about it, I was like, you have no idea. But no, yeah, Roddy Strong, man, he looks a lot better than what he did in WWE. I gotta be completely 100% honest. AEW Roddy Strong, Reign of Honor Roddy Strong, way better than
Okay, I'll agree.
Moving along.
All right, so
this episode of Dynamite After Dark has been brought to you by The Matrix. Don't worry, stay in your homes. You are fine. Everything's fine. Don't look to the left. That is not a glitch.
Red pill to go.
All right. Right after Renee's interview, I don't know how Renee made it from one location to Tony Khan's office like that, but she was there in a split second because sure freaking enough, she's in front of Tony Khan's door, and who freaking shows up? Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa strutting her bitch ass cockatiel like and walks right into.
Hey, we don't call her Thunder Rosa anymore. Her new name is Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. So
Taco Tuesday shows up.
Taco Tuesday shows up.
That's not fair. I had a good one. I was going to say we should call her Ponderosa because she's one of those things that make you go,
That's okay. We'll alternate.
Yes.
She's got two.
There we go.
So Ponderosa shows up and she walks into Tony Khan's office. Holy crap. TK gets on the stick and talks about that we have a huge important announcement.
Joe Noob's comment?
Yeah. So, whoop.
There we go.
Thunder Rosa
Taco
is Taco
Tuesday.
Tuesday. So, what were we talking? Oh, yeah. So, Tony Khan gets on the stick. What's the big announcement? Canada Dry, your thoughts?
The announcement is we have an announcement.
So, what do you think the announcement is going to be?
It's definitely Collision.
Yep.
Possibly what we tweeted, the rumor of the $1 billion contract.
Yeah.
Like we got like 4,000 likes on that, like the retweets we got for that rumor.
Yeah.
But yeah, could it be the $1 billion deal with HBO and HBO Max streaming on? That would make a lot of sense, having all in and then all out if it's on a network, if it's on a streaming device.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree. The final boss, your thoughts?
I mean, the exclusivity of it all is insane if you think about it. Like, we were all wondering, okay, we came up with all these reasons why they were going to cancel Dark, why they were going to cancel Elevation. And it's because exclusivity is now a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put all that stuff. Warner has almost exclusive rights to everything that's not Ring of Honor at this point. That's amazing for them. Yeah. Because exclusivity is expensive and expensive is profitable. And so when you see a company that has basically doubled its value over the course of the last 18 months, to have something like this hit means that it's even bigger. Like AEW as a brand was worth $400 million at the technical end of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now it's worth $650. And like, we got to look at that as, a lot of these companies, they know when something is making money. These shows are selling out. It's like people are like, oh, well, they're break. Even if they don't have every seat filled, these gates are ridiculous. This is a company that is making great money. Even the house rules are making great money.
Yep.
But that's also why you're bringing back Thunder Rosa and Miro, because you want to get them ready for that Collision show being announced.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, your thoughts?
I think it's going to be a streaming service because it's not going to be we're making our TDR debut, because AEW already announced that this morning. So I think it's going to be a streaming service. It could be Collision. I don't know. I think the way that Tony is keeping us on our heels is like, hey, we're in Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. You need to watch next week to find out what the announcement is.
Yeah.
Do you know, he kind of reminds me of Max Headroom at this point.
Yes, very much so. I was going to say the exact same thing. All right, we get to our second match of the night. What? Yeah, second match of the night. We get to it's Orange Cassidy, our amazing international champion, going against Daniel Garcia. Here's a couple of my notes. Favorite sign of the night was zero effort. Orange sign was awesome. I love that sign. Cassidy comes out hot. Lots of offense until we get to the picture-in-picture, and then Garcia gets it back and basically controls it through that 90 seconds to a minute-long commercial break. Mm-hmm. Amazing back and forth. Love Garcia's submissions. Man, that man could sell a submission as if he was actually trying to tear that guy's leg off of his body.
Very much so.
Absolutely amazing. You know what? Let's go with Justin first. Justin, your thoughts?
Like, oh shit, I wasn't ready.
Not expecting this one. Yeah. I was not expecting this one. I got nothing much to say. Orange Cassidy just proves that he's a fight champion, and
yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Okay, Canada Dry, your thoughts? Canada Dry, your thoughts?
I'm going through a tunnel. You're breaking up. Yeah, Orange Cassidy. Oh my goodness, Orange Cassidy is a freaking star. Yeah. This guy is selling all those injuries.
Yeah.
all those injuries, this is my prediction. I'm going to call it now. All these injuries are going to lead to his downfall and losing the title.
Yeah.
Who's it going to be? Who's he going to lose that title to? I'm thinking it's Miro.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Miro for sure. Absolutely. Final boss, your thoughts?
I don't know. I there are no cons to this match. Daniel Garcia is amazing. You do want to see him get that big win soon. You don't want to see him become the jobber to the stars. But
Right.
I mean, the matches that he puts on, like there's never been one that I think I was just like, ugh, you know.
You had that doubt, though, in this match that he could possibly walk away with.
Oh, there was definitely a number of times where you really felt like he was going to walk away with this, and this is going to be.
That's what great wrestling is. You have that doubt.
Yeah. It's like, you know, has Cassie pushed himself too far? Has, you know, and it's going to be interesting to see really who it is, because what did he say? Like he's won like what 22 matches in a row.
Yeah.
And those kinds of streaks in wrestling, it's like he's not going to get hurt by losing a match, but whoever does win is going to be so put over at the start of this reign. It's going to be amazing to watch. And you gotta be proud of that, because for a guy that's basically been able to add the prestige to this title, and you know, and I hate to say it, that Pop really wasn't able to. It's been great for the company. This is something that adds so much more, because these titles have not been in existence that long, and they are, you know, they're worth something because these guys are putting it out there.
Absolutely. 100%. We go to Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Video package. Nothing stellar that we have to talk about. And then we get Christian. Captain frickin' Charisma comes down to the ring. Luchasaurus in tow. Talks to Tony Schiavone. I don't give a rat's ass who you think you are. No one, with the exception of MJF, cuts a heel promo better than Christian Cage. Period. End of story. You want to argue with me online? You know where to find me, damn it. Anyways, we talked about, you know, he's gonna face Wardlow. You know, he talked about Arn Anderson's beady little eyes, and it was just an amazing freaking promo. Canada Dry, your thoughts on this promo?
You know, when he was in WWE being called Captain Charisma, I was like, what are you talking about? You have, like, I didn't get it. But now, you know, he was good in Impact TNA, but now on the twilight of his career, he's freaking killing it. The heat he gave those Detroit, like, he just pissed them off so much. Their boot, like, he's freaking Vicky Guerrero heat right now.
I mean, nuclear.
And he was unflappable. He was just.
I mean, when he yanked the microphone out of Tony Schiavone's hand, I was like, one, thank God we got that mic off of Tony Schiavone. But two is he just went for it. Like, he just left it all on the mat for sure. Final boss, your thoughts on the promo?
Once again, the veterans get it. The veterans, you can flip off the top rope, you can tope suicida, you can dive between the ropes, you can baseball slide, you can tuck, you can roll. Nobody has sold a match the way the heels do, the way the vets do. It's like Luchasaurus versus Wardlow should go one way. It should be another time for Wardlow to win, simply so they don't, like, hot potato the title. But after you hear Christian, who doesn't want Lucha to win this? How could you not want Lucha to win this? And you know, and I know we said we weren't going to do this, but if I can just go back to Jack Perry's promo at the end real quick. Christian oversold Jack Perry better than Jack Perry could sell himself.
Yes.
And you absolutely, and it's like, but at no point in time did Christian give the impression that he liked Jack Perry. He did not break character to do this.
Exactly.
It's like you really get to the point where you see how underappreciated Christian has been throughout his whole career. And when you really think about the fact that this is a guy who he can still go.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
He has lucha to like fight most of his battles, but this is a guy that can still go. And this is a big deal.
Yeah.
And when we look at how, these vets explain their, just control now I wouldn't even say control the crowd, control the show.
Yeah.
Because Christian comes in and he slips up a little bit in the very beginning of the promo. And then he just stops and lets the heat come in.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, once that heat comes in, it's almost like Superman getting that yellow sunlight. He is full form.
Yep. Justin, your thoughts on the promo?
That's audio he's had all day.
I totally agree, Justin. That is one.
Don't listen to him. He can't hear you.
We played charades here. All right, let's move on. We can here.
All right, let's go to
come back.
Let's go to our third match of the night. We're talking Anna J AS versus Julia Hart, not related to the Hart family from Canada. So, two women beating the living hell out of each other. It's pretty awesome. When it's done right, it's awesome. And that was it was a gruesome fight. It really was. Julia Hart, man, they say that ref saved her from a botched pin because she did not lift that shoulder up. She's out. I mean, she's exhausted at this point. She has to be. Yeah. So, the fact that, they just no energy left. You knew this is probably the first really true full match Anna Jay's ever had in her career, start to finish.
Yeah.
So, and then Julia gets the pin, which was I think a big huge surprise that she got the win on this. So Canada Dry, your thoughts on the third match?
I'm so proud of Bret Hart's ex-wife. After they broke up, she got back and she became a professional wrestler and joined the House of Black.
Yeah.
I'm joking, of course, no relation to the Harts. This was such a big win for Julia Hart.
Yes.
And I think it's because they want to push House of Black to the moon.
Absolutely.
And so if you're going to push those guys, you got to have a weak link. So she's benefiting from being in the House of Black already.
Yeah, absolutely. AJ, Trey J, damn it. Your thoughts?
I was like looking at Julia's like ring attire when she comes out with the kind of the cloak thing, and you notice there's a heart right in there, and I just noticed that today, and I was like, that is super cool.
Yeah,
I like the fact that like Anna J kind of came out with the hot open on this. Yeah. And like the way she hits her with the chair and then she actually goes rolling down the ramp, it looked tough.
Oh, yeah.
Because Anna J has this thing where, and I'm gonna go ahead and date all of us on this one. Do you guys remember Jessica Biel?
Yeah.
Remember how Jessica Biel, like no matter what she did, like she never fit into any real role?
Yeah.
Because it was like she always was gonna look like Jessica Biel.
Yep.
And like, which was like a strangely like exceptional kind of hot.
Yeah.
And like Anna J is that now.
Yeah. And
so even when she like walks down to the ring, it's like there's something about her that just doesn't seem like it fits. It doesn't fit with the attitude. It doesn't fit. Like she never really fits. But like this feud has been really good for her too. Yeah. Like she's come out on the losing end, but it's like her willingness to put, Julia Hart over and to really make it look like she's earning it at every step of the way is fantastic. Because I wholly expected like Mello to come out and do something and, this would be a whole thing. And then like, House of Black had to go get somebody else. And it was like, who in the world would they have gotten? And it's like, we got Max the Impaler or we got like, Holiday or something like that to come out, somebody to come out. and it would have been just the whole thing. And they didn't. They gave it a straight match, and I gotta say, I respect that for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, your thoughts?
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Everything that Trey J Styles just said, I 100% agree with. And
My guy.
yeah, I had a feeling that she wasn't in the same with the Hearts. I liked how Canada Dry came out with that to begin. So
I'm just a kidder.
also, I do want to also, before JFB continues, to anybody that's watching, I do apologize for me going out and coming back in. I don't know why. Canada Dry, you know this. On Friday, this was all good. Now I don't know why it's doing this tonight. So
Well,
I
every
do
time you
apologize to
leave,
everybody.
It reminds me of my childhood when my dad went out for smokes and didn't come back. So you got me back. I really get it.
No, but I do apologize for leaving and coming back.
Yeah, my dad didn't do that either. Justin, you want to be my daddy? You want to be my daddy?
I would if I wasn't like. Never mind. You know, that's another time for it. Nope. Let's continue before we get canceled.
Let's go to Renee Paquette in the back. She's with the best friends in Bandito. Chuck is scared. I mean, Chuck is just scared that he doesn't want to face House of Black. You can just tell right from, and then the final stipulation they took is no witches are allowed in the ring. All right, finally we get the end result. The best line from that though was when she asked Orange Cassidy a question and Orange answered it. I don't know, I'm really tired. And she goes, I am too. Brilliant. That woman can deadpan do comedy, like just do it. And that is absolutely
They
amazing.
need to just forget that whatever the other guy's name is and just have her.
Yeah.
No Lexi Nair.
No.
No,
Sure.
like, you're going too crazy now. We can't get rid of Lexi Nair. Lexi Nair serves a purpose.
Okay, fine.
Might be the same. It might be the same purpose as Harley Cameron, but it serves a purpose.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we go to our fourth match of the night. It is the Best Friends versus with Bandito versus House of Black for the trios belts. Here are a couple of my notes. Brody King for Best Friend for the JFB. That's going to be a hashtag. If everybody can just hashtag that about 500 times a day, that would be fantastic. It will go viral. And Brody King will be
If you
my
can have
best
that
friend.
on a Guest But Friday, thanks. That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll get him on the shows, and because he's gonna be my best friend. He's gonna be the JFB's best friend. Love the lighting for it. They basically black out the crowd and had just hard white light shining on them. So you knew there were not going to be any out of the ring shenanigans or any of this stuff or any of that stuff. Really great chemistry between those six guys. I mean, it could have been horrible. It could have just felt bad, but it looked amazing start to finish. I'm going to go with AJ or Trey J Styles first.
Like everything about this gave it a different feel from the rest of the show, which, whenever you switch up, it's and it works.
Yeah.
It adds so much to the show. It adds so much to the presentation. This is a different feel that this group has. This group is special.
Yeah.
And so they can't be on the same special as everybody else.
Yeah.
And so this really gives them a chance to set it apart. It really plays into the House of Black name. And Malachi started the match.
Yeah.
Like, that was a big deal, I think. When Malachi starts a match, it's like, okay, something special's happening here.
Yeah.
We are witnessing something.
Yep.
And the way that even the flow of the match, it plays to the off-balance nature that these rules add to the match.
Yeah.
So you gotta love it. It's very interesting. Bandito looked great in this.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else played their roles to perfection.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, your thoughts on the fourth match?
I know this was not a lights out match, but this is how you do a lights out match perfectly.
Yeah.
Like with the lights over the ring, dimmed on the spotlight, everything. Not just like, oh yeah, we're gonna shut the lights out and then have the lights on every time the match goes on. But okay, whatever. No, this was a absolutely great match, and I absolutely love the rules of like House of Black rules. Like, yeah, it's definitely fits them, fits well, and they had the House of Black rules for the trio titles. You know, no way beating the House of Black with those trio titles, and they had that match. So well done on the. I will say that the Riot team absolutely did win this match.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Canada Dry, your thoughts?
Well, this match was brought to you by Chuck's Lights and stuff.
Yeah.
they were just shining down on everyone. Yeah. Chuck did a great job setting it all up.
Yeah.
That Chuck's a hell of a guy, and he did it for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know that Malachi Black was the creative genius behind this.
Yeah.
100%. This said Malachi Black all over it.
Oh yeah.
And I love the Trinitron. It's got the sparks flying off it, and you got the thing around just going off. It had that sort of 70s feel as well.
Yeah.
They said that. I didn't know that the lights were dark in the 70s on wrestling.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. Anyways, I digress. Let's go with Kyle Fletcher lays out Orange Cassidy. So obviously we're setting up a match that eventually will happen next week or the week after.
Did you guys feel that was coming when they kept on panning over to Orange Cassidy?
Yeah.
Because I totally felt that was coming. I thought it was going to be a Miro, but
I thought Miro would have been good, but yeah, I mean, Kyle Fletcher, I mean, how many belts does this guy not have? I mean, he's a belt collector, you know. So we go past the Jungle Boy and we go into our fifth and final match. It is the main event. It is Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega. Here are a few of my notes. They don't even wait. Moxley goes after Omega. The Bucks come out. The rest of the BCC come out. If this isn't violence personified, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, if they're gonna line it up, this thing has to be violent. Man, did they fill that void in my heart of just pure unadulterated violence? Barbed wire chair comes out. Surprise! Mox bleeds first. Rams Omega's head into the camera, and then he kissed it. I can tell you from this perspective of being a filmmaker, TV lenses that they use generally go for about $60,000 to $80,000 for the lenses they use. So either they had a nice piece of plexiglass right there, because there's no way you're going to ram Kenny Omega's head into an $80,000 lens.
Or was it gimmick camera?
No, I think they had a piece of plexiglass in the front so the head wouldn't hit that and not hit the lens. So, yeah, I mean, Mox helping the ring crew, very considerate. You know, he's taking off the turnbuckles.
Nice guy.
He's helping the ring crew, and
Help the ring crew.
Yeah, got to help the ring crew. Yeah, he takes the rope hook and jams it in his mouth and yanks it, and it just is so gruesome. Broken glass, and then both landing on it, and then Kenny Omega does the V trigger, in which he goes through. They both pile out of the steel cage. Apparently, a piece of flimsy work. That's what you get when you go to Ring Cages or Us. You get flimsy craftsmanship. So, Canada Dry, I want to go with you first before we get to the more interesting schmoz. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the actual match?
I thought you were about to insult him so bad. Like, let me go with you before we get to the more interesting members of the panel. Like, I was like, oh my God.
Did we just have a breakup of the whole show?
I was just like, oh snap. Heel turn.
We're not talking about the ending of the match. We're not going to talk about that.
No. We're just going to talk about the match.
The match itself was phenomenal. Probably the best cage match I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And that's how you do a cage match. You get the hidden weapons in there.
Yeah.
You don't need to escape. You just need to bring more violence in
Yeah.
the cage. Oh, those guys, they just took it to each other. That was I'm gonna give that match Aaron's 5-star, Uncle Aaron 5 stars.
Wow.
Nice.
All right. Trey J Styles.
Gotta say this. Everything about this entire segment was fantastic. Just Wheeler Yuta coming out, the Bucks coming out, the BCC fighting, the tease that like Danielson's gonna get hurt. Like everything about this is perfect, and I love the fact that they have just been using these people in non-wrestling context so well.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, how, you would think that maybe, managers were not a dead art like some people used to think.
Yeah.
These guys, a lot of just greatness before the bell rings. Then once it gets in, it's like this tease of like the refs are telling Moxley, no, go to the back. Moxley's like, nah, I'm getting in there. And the match starts, and it's everything that you expect from these guys and more. Like even the broken glass as a tease. Like you don't have to use everything. You can tease some things. We want to see the tease. You're like, oh my gosh. And just the fact that this whole thing is so far from over right now is just, it's great because we don't get a chance very often to see the one-winged angel not put somebody away.
Yeah.
And so when you have that, it's definitely a special spot.
Yeah. Absolutely. Justin, your thoughts?
Yeah, the match was absolutely awesome, and too bad it wasn't like a barbed wire steel cage match because we would have felt like barbed wire in there all the time. So, yeah, this match great, and like Trey J Styles, segment to start before the match started was absolutely phenomenal. And yeah, if that doesn't get 5 stars from Uncle Dave, then we're alright.
Yeah.
You're getting 5 stars from Uncle Aaron. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
All you need. Get 5 bells from D.
Yeah.
D.
So we get to the big schmaz. So Omega goes with the one-winged angel and is about to get the pin. Don Callis comes in. He tries to distract Moxley. Then he takes a screwdriver and drives it into the head of Kenny Omega. And we have now the official heel turn of Don Callis, or so we are led to believe. But that is how the show ends. Canada Dry, your thoughts on the schmaz?
Well, it's funny because we talked about this last week on Dynamite After Dark.
Yeah.
We talked about how cool it would be if Don Callis joined the Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah.
And I think it's so awesome.
Yeah.
This is probably the coolest. Like, and you know what? It's long-term storytelling where the Bucks didn't like him and he was all corrupt and messing with them.
Yeah.
Takeshita is going to be like, oh, you're such a dirty worm. So I think this is going to be this is the next level to this feud, and it's making it so sweet.
Yeah, absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Trey J, your thoughts on the big old schmaz at the end?
Callis making the turn is so poetic because this adds such a new dimension because Callis was the one that brought Takeshita in.
Yeah.
Now, what does Takeshita do in this situation? Because you remember, the Blackpool Combat Blasey says, before you run with us, you got to bleed with us.
Yeah.
Callis bled.
Yeah.
What can you say?
I don't know if that was on purpose, though.
Regardless, you know what? It's possible that it wasn't on purpose, but I mean, for what it is,
You can use it for the story, though, so it works.
exactly. You got to be able to take advantage of these things because, certain things happen in wrestling and you just got to, you got to be ready to capitalize on it. Everything's an angle.
Yeah, absolutely. Justin, your thoughts on the big old schmaz?
This has to be signed up towards Blood and Guts, Chris. They wouldn't have done this and towards Blood and Guts.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely.
I think Don Callis turning heel is, and I'm not gonna hate on William Regal here, but Don Callis turning heel on Kenny Omega was way better than William Regal turning heel on John Moxley. It cost him the World Heavyweight Championship a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's nail on the head. All right. So before we get to our number of bells and our favorite mattress segment, Canada Dry, you got anything you want to share with us today?
All right. So we got some shows coming up in the next end of the weekend here. We got Wrestling with the Paranormal. And what we got on Wrestling Paranormal, it's called More Tales from the Graveyard Shift.
Ooh.
So we
Okay.
got a few tales, spooky tales from people who worked on the graveyard shift, and some weird, freaky, deaky stuff happened.
Mhm.
And then on Saturday, we have Magic of Wrestling, and they have the ring announcer from 1PW.
Yeah.
And so that's going to be cool to pick his brain. He's like the British Dapper Yapper.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
And then, of course, on Sunday, we got the All Left in Wrestling show, and we got Bryce from Ladder Match is going to be on the round table. And we also got Torino, the
Okay.
Last Assassin. You know who Torino is?
No, who's Torino?
You know Torino.
He's in the AFW chat all the time.
Yeah.
You need to spend some more time in the AFW chat.
I mean, I gotta work, gotta pay bills. But you're right, I don't spend as much time.
You do head in there like, who the hell's Torino? And then
that F is going on. I've gone through 9,000 messages.
like, you didn't even know who Kush was till I brought him on the show.
I mean, to be fair,
Hey,
you are correct.
I will back up AFB a little bit. When you film movies like JFB, it's hard enough for him to stay active in the AFW chat just a little bit.
All right.
Let's
think that
get
might
on
have been
to
a compliment.
The big presentation here.
All right. So we have to go into the number of bells in our favorite match and or segment. Canada Dry, you want to go first?
Are we going to do the sponsor, or are we saving that?
Oh, yeah, I'm saving that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't
All
wanna
right.
do-
All right.
yeah.
So we got, we're going to give them 5 stars.
Yeah.
$5 foot longs. We're
It
gonna
did
give
look
them
like John
5
Moxley
stars.
gave Kenny Omega a $5 foot long
Oh,
in the middle of that
yeah,
match.
wow.
I'm serious. Like, watch by tomorrow. That's gonna be a meme.
Yep. I guarantee it.
Guarantee
I
it.
know because I'm going to start making it.
All right. So the match of the night is clearly the steel cage. And that is saying something because this show was packed full of goodness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there was no bad part of the show.
Yeah, there really wasn't. There really wasn't. Trey J, number of bells and favorite match or segment.
Got it. I'm gonna stick with the 5 stars on this one.
Yeah.
Favorite match, the cage match. Favorite segment, Christian, all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody killed it. Like, everybody did exactly like there were no real slip ups. Like, the people that you expected not to give great promos didn't give great promos, but you can't fault them for something that you knew was going to happen.
Exactly.
Everybody else, this was one of the best segment heavy shows that they've done, and that. And you guys remember when we did the one we counted like, what was it, 10 or 11 segments?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a great show, but this really drove home some storylines. You really saw some real progression on everything. Like, there was nothing here that actively looked like, it didn't move a story forward. Like, even Roddy versus Jericho is a match that we definitely never knew we needed, but we gotta have it.
Oh yeah.
Seeing them full out advertise the Outcast versus like Hikaru Shida, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. Like, that's a match that I'm like looking forward to pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
After this match, if they don't like introduce a 4th Outcast, there's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah.
I don't even care if the fourth outcast is CJ Perry at this point. Like, you got to do something. I mean,
Please don't say it's Thunder Rosa. Please don't say it.
but think about it though. It would make perfect sense for it to be Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, I would hate it so much at the same
I
time.
know you wouldn't. You'd love it. You'd be like, oh, you know what? It fits. It fits because it was. But this
Taco Tuesday, you stand on the outcasts.
Ponderosa. But
Ponderosa.
But this episode was phenomenal. This was an exercise in how to make sure that your sponsors stay happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Justin, sweet Justin, Laughatron 6,000.
Oh, you upgraded him.
I did. Well, because he's coming with the computer voice. So, I got to give him the shout out.
He's auto-tuning.
Yeah. So, number of bells in your favorite match or segment.
Okay. Number bells. Favorite match, of course, the Steel Cage match. Favorite segment, I gotta agree with Trey J Styles, the Christian thing. And can I just add one more thing? If Lucha or Christian wins the TNT title, can we not potato this damn title every single month, please? That's all I'm asking for, TK. Can we not hot potato it from Wardlow to Hobbs, back to Wardlow, to Lucha or Christian, back to Wardlow? Please.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for.
We'll think about it.
I completely agree.
We'll think about
it. I love you, Canada Dry. All right, so here's mine. I'm gonna mess your math up, Trey J.
You son of a.
It's impossible.
It's gonna be 5 stars from the JFB.
Serenity now.
What's up? No, I gave it 5 bells. I would give it 6 or 7. I thought it was probably the most entertaining and most badass episode of Dynamite they have ever had. And the fact that everyone knew Callis was going to turn, and we even talked about it.
Yep.
And he did it and still got the, oh, you got to be kidding me out of me. And I was like, that shows you that you just got emotionally invested. So 5 stars. The cage match was the best match of the night. And then my favorite segment was Christian because that man just explodes charisma. Explodes. So what is our overall score, Mr. Mathematician, Trey J Styles?
This is going to be the hardest that I've ever done.
That's what she said.
I had, yes, multiple times actually. I gotta say, this is going to use some trigonometry, geometry, and just general like Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
but our average is quite possibly the highest we've ever gone.
Yeah,
with a 5.
Yeah,
average.
Woo!
We're gonna have to add another bell.
Anything to do with the new hire, or is this just coincidental?
It might be.
Because he was hired last week, and then this show's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta tell you.
I'm just saying.
It's like they have their sponsors to make happy. We have our sponsors to make happy. Yeah. Everything's working out fine.
Yeah.
DAD is fine.
Everything is fine.
Yeah, until it goes out for smokes.
Yeah, until it goes out for smokes. Now, I will say this. If you do lack that energy throughout the day, I know that you do. It's a grind. You got to work all day, and then you're going to do a podcast. You need a pop of energy. You need like an energy chew or an energy drink. Well, I have what you need. I am the peddler, if you will. I'm the Walter White of this. W.GG is the place to go. Now, W.GG, DUBBY.GG, they have energy that doesn't, it's not sugar and it's not maltodextrins or any artificial colors or dyes. It's all natural. It's going to give you that burst of energy that you need to make it through the finish line so you can get out of work, go home and watch wrestling and then watch us. So go to w.gg if you want to use the promo code. The promo code is FN Wrestling. You get 10% off your entire order. So w.gg, w.gg, go ahead and put in the code FN Wrestling, and we will go ahead and give you 10% off of your entire purchase.
We're nice guys. We're nice guys.
We're nice guys. Right. I'm not going to push something on you without a discount. Yo, come on.
Gotta give your buddies a discount.
Exactly. So for those who are not aware, if you want to support the show, there's two ways to go about doing it. One is our website, fnwrestling.com. The second one is in the description of the YouTube video you're watching currently right now. All our social media links are there. You can click when you're at the YouTube site. Why don't you go ahead and click like and subscribe and share it? Share it with your friends.
Like this. Watch this. Like.
Bing.
There you go.
It's already been shared with my 14 followers on YouTube. I digress. If you like old school wrestling, and I know that you do, you can go to ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can get the adorable Adrian Adonis tee, among many others that are on there. Now, if you want to support the show, and I know that you guys do, Mother's Day is coming up next, or this Sunday is Mother's Day. If you want to get her something that's unique, that will stand out at her bridge club or when she's playing, dominoes or whatever.
Yeah.
You're going to want an effing wrestling shirt. Like, let's say like the one that Natalia Markova is wearing.
Yes. But I want your mom to look like this. Put the other one up.
Yeah. Yeah. Because bam.
That's what I want your mom to look like. When she's wearing our shirt.
Yeah. If you buy one of our shirts and take a picture of it, we'll put it up on the show for sure because, we're all about mom love around here. So happy Mother's Day. All right.
My mom reminds me of pastrami. I love my mommy.
Happy Mother's Day for those who are over here, over there, everybody overseas. If you're a mom, you guys rock. You're the reason why we do what we get to do every single day. So, on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Trey J Styles, on behalf of Justin Laughatron 6000, I am the JFP.
And remember to just keep fighting. Now kiss my ring.
Yeah. This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it. I love Dan Bo.